Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about all of my favorite palettes for spring. So my top 10 eyeshadow palettes for spring. I'm so excited about this video. I even did my makeup a little bit more colorful and fun for this video today. And also, what's exciting, this is actually a collab video with my friend Heather. Her channel is Heather Austin here on YouTube. I actually recently found her last year. So I've been subscribed to her for a few months now. We have a lot of the same kind of mutual friends here on YouTube. I always love finding all sorts of different creators here on YouTube. I especially love smaller creators. I don't know, I just love to see what people love and recommend, and Heather is so sweet. I'm so glad she asked to do this video with me today because I've been really enjoying her channel. She does a lot of like new makeup videos, a lot to do with eyeshadow palettes, so this is perfect for us to collab on today. I am so excited to see what she picked out because I feel like we do have a lot of different palettes in our collection. I know she does a lot of indie. I've been getting more into indie brands as well myself, but I'm still kind of new into it. I have a lot of kind of mainstream brands, but the indie makeup has been really intriguing me lately, so I'm so curious to see what she picks out because I just really want to see her recommendations. I need some more spring palettes in my life, but you guys definitely should go check out her video after this. Go subscribe to her channel because you will love her content if you guys love new makeup, fun, colorful things, and she's also amazing at makeup. I feel like her makeup always looks flawless every single time I watch her. She does the most gorgeous, glowy complexion. I just love it. So go check her out, but let me go ahead and get into my top 10 eyeshadow palettes for spring. So when I am thinking spring makeup, the first thing that comes to mind is like pastels, fun colors, like a light neutral look. So that's kind of what I went for with my picks today. So these aren't really in order, but let me show you guys like my top picks first. So of course you guys know how obsessed I am with this Tartlet Juicy palette. Oh my goodness, I feel like this is perfect for spring because in spring I do a lot of pinks and purples, stuff like that, and this one screams those type of shades because it has 2 rows of like these pinky tones and then 2 neutral tones. So this one I've been wearing a ton already. I also think this is perfect because it has a lot of light natural tones as well. There is some shades in here that are dark so that you can build up if you want to build out your outer corner, but overall I feel like this is just the perfect everyday neutral palette. Just some very soft shades that are also very beginner friendly as well if you're not super into color but you want to experiment a little bit. Next, I had to pick this one. So this is the one I have on my eyes right now. But this palette, I just always think spring right away when I see this because it's so fun and colorful. It is the Huda Beauty Mercury Retrograde palette. It is stunning. So these are the colors in here. Of course, we have some like pastel shades. There's lots of fun shimmers and glitters and lighter tones in here. So this just... it's perfect for spring. Literally spring in a palette is Huda Beauty Mercury Retrograde. It's very pigmented as well. As you can see, I do have it on my eyes. This one also is good for summer too if you like these kind of colors, but it's like pastels, but you also get a little bit of neutrals mixed in. So much you can do with this one, but it's definitely a must-have for spring. The next one I wanted to mention, I actually have quite a few Colourpop in this video because it is one of my favorite brands and they're just so inexpensive, but the Wild Nothing palette, you guys know this is one of my go-tos, like one of my top rated palettes in my collection, and I picked it for the spring video even though it does look kind of summery with all the cactuses and stuff, or cacti I think is the technical term for it, but it's just very light in tone. So it's a light neutral palette. It's not going to be too dark. You're not going to get a ton of depth with this, but that's why I love it for springtime if you just want that like no makeup look and still want to kind of have some really pretty shimmers on the lid. This is definitely a go-to. So for this light kind of color scheme, I think this is perfect for spring, as well as like the peaches mixed in and there's a little bit of green in there. I always think of those type of shades in the springtime. You guys are probably gonna get sick of me saying spring in this video. The next one I picked is Mel Thompson's palette with Sydney Grace, the Tiny Marvels, and I think I got this one in like the summertime, but the color scheme here is definitely spring vibes when I look at it, because especially with this like more kind of pastel mint and the pastel purple in here, It's definitely like a more bright, fun type of palette. I feel like I did not get as much use out of this last year because I was like waiting for this season to kind of try it a bit more, but this quality is amazing. If you guys haven't tried Sydney Grace, they are a more indie brand, but their quality is one of the best on the market. The best pigmentation, the easiest blendability of most brands that I have tried. So this is definitely a must-have, I must say. I can't wait until they come out with some more stuff. I think the next thing they're working on is a collab with Temptalia. If you guys know her, she is a really popular makeup blogger. She's been around for years and years, so I'm really excited for that collaboration to come out. Another Colourpop one I had to mention is the Garden Variety palette. This one also, it came out more like early fall, late summer last year. I think because it got pushed back because of COVID. I think it was supposed to be a spring release from last year, but this one is totally spring colors. Even the packaging, all the florals, everything about it screams spring. So I had to mention this one. This one is a favorite of mine because it does have a lot of colors in it. Like the purples in there, the pinks, peach, also there's a little bit of green, so just all the colors I think of when I think of spring, just like the bright colors with the flowers and everything, and I really like the quality of this one as well. The purpley pinks in the palette are definitely my favorite. They are so pretty, and I cannot wait to pull this palette out a bit more in the next few weeks and use it more because I didn't get a ton of use out of it last year. But if you guys are looking for something that is a little bit more colorful from Colourpop, this one is such a good one. I'll go ahead and mention this one as well. This one's newer in my collection. This is the Cloud Spun. So you guys could tell I have a lot of Colourpop palettes, and I feel like they're my favorite when it comes to colorful shadows because if it's something I'm not going to use a lot, because you guys know me, I'm more of a neutral girl, then I kind of like to not spend as much. They have like these fun color schemes that they do with these mini palettes, so you could just create a really fun all over pink look or all over mint look. That one's coming up, but this is the Cloud Spun from them. And this is just an all-over pink palette. So like I was mentioning earlier, I do think of pinks a lot when I think of my like go-to colors in the springtime. It has just the right amount of shades. Like there's the midtone pinks, the light pinks, the dark pinks to deepen up the outer corner. And then you have like your shimmery tones in there as well. So this one is gorgeous. Definitely recommend. All right, I'll skip over to another brand. Let's do Natasha Denona. So I had to pick her mini retro palette, because this one, again, the peaches in here mixed with like the green, totally spring vibes. It's really beautiful. I like that it's a mini, so you can do just like really quick, easy looks with this one, and the quality of Natasha Denona is just out of this world. And it's not one of her big palettes, so you don't have to spend an arm and a leg on this, but I hope she does make a big palette with this color scheme. I would 100% buy it. I think it's gorgeous. I love these tones together, so that one is also in my top 10. Next, I wanted to mention this one from BH Cosmetics. So I'm trying to branch out a little bit more out of Colourpop and into some more kind of indie brands or drugstore brands, and so I've been hearing good things about this one and I was very impressed. So the Avocado Toast is definitely like a green palette. When you look at this right now, I feel like it looks darker than what it is when you put it on the eyes. It definitely is more of like those limey greens and totally like pastel, bright fun for springtime. So I did want to mention this as well. It is really good quality too. I've been really getting into BH Cosmetics. I actually just ordered a new palette from them, which is it's like their flower themed one that just came out, which totally would have been good for this video as well, but obviously I wanted to use stuff that I've already used and tried. I did a look with this palette too, which I can link down below if you guys are curious about this one, but I would 100% recommend it. And then back to Colourpop, I had to mention this one because mint green always goes with spring in my opinion, so it's the Mint to Be palette from them. You guys know I talked about, I did try like the new Elf Mint collection, but I just was not vibing with those shadows, the quality. I do prefer the Colourpop Mint palette. This is one of my favorites. I do feel like the looks can be repetitive with this one, but if I know I'm going for like a mint green look, I'm always going to go for this, and it's so beautiful. Very pigmented for greens and easy to work with. I love the tones that they picked for this one. So if you guys want a mint green palette, I would 100% recommend the Colourpop Mint to Be. So springy, love it. And then the last one I wanted to show you guys is from Too Faced, and this is a newer palette from them. It's the That's My Jam palette. I feel like this one no one's really talking about, or they're getting like very hit or miss reviews, but I thought it was pretty good and definitely great for springtime with these like lighter purple tones. I got so many compliments on this palette when I used it in a look the other day on my channel. Everyone was like, what is on your eyes? And it was this one. It's really pretty. The purples in here, more of the pastel type look. It has a little bit of peach, pink mixed in, and the deeper colors if you want to deepen up the outer corner, but it doesn't get like too dark. But I thought this was a gorgeous one. I personally like Too Faced quality. I know not everyone does, but I think they have some good stuff, especially in the past year. They've been really coming out with some amazing palettes. I just picked up their newest launch, their teddy bear palette. It was on Macy's. I'll link that down below if you guys are interested in that one, but I actually might have my review up on that already because it should be coming either Monday or Tuesday, which I'm uploading this on Tuesday, so I might have 2 videos in one day. We will see. But yeah, the color scheme of this one is just, it's colorful, but it's not over the top. You guys know I do a lot of wearable colorful looks. I don't like anything too crazy. Stuff you could wear for every day. That's what I'm into, but I have been getting more into the pastel colors. So that is kind of my top 10 spring eyeshadow palette picks. Let me know if there was anything that caught your eye, if you plan on picking anything up. I know Sephora is doing their VIB sale soon, so I have a couple options that are available at Sephora if you are interested in any of those, but I'm definitely going to be adding some more I think into my collection, and I want to see what Heather picks as well, because I might have to get some of her recommendations too, because I really just need like a good all over pastel palette, which I've been looking at the Glam Light ones, so maybe I will be doing that soon. But yeah, that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know your favorite spring palettes down below. Don't forget to check out Heather's video as well to see her palette picks, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.